tension, doesn't it?
You could kind of see some of the body language there too. He's like, get up. He's like, all right, here we go.
Right.
I'll play the Ornn. We're picking for team. We've got Maokai. We've got Ornn. We have mega front line with support there to allow him to finish. And since the bottom lane for TL made the better call not to sacrifice their tempo for that turret plate greed that I thought they were going to go for, that is the reason they are able to get to reset and get the dragon instead of it. So good job not
at this point is so quick to just shove out the wave with E, then get towards the skirmish as Core JJT is continuously fishing.
And I think what's impressive here is it's just that early flash advantage and the 2v2 that they have selected in Champs League that they're using to push forward. It's not like Umpty has been here camping this bot lane matchup. It's just Core and Yon pushing every advantage they can get. And again, because Yike is spending so much time chasing Umpty around in these circumstances, he has slowed down his
red buff, but Yike's got a second charge built up as well.
Do they know?
Not sure if they do. Q flash over the wall, wants the full commit. Nice interrupt coming from Core JJ, but the damage still connected. But Umpty is running. FaZe rushing out, and it's first blood for TL. Vladdy trying to move down, but APA already with the cover. Double kill for Umpty on the bottom.
Fight. Massive front line, double 80 carry, massive classic here. As Umpty's actually going upriver, so they want to make a visit towards Kana right now.
He's going to get hit by the second half of the ultimate. Sustained CC here. Decent chunk now coming, and that's the ulti full root. Do they have enough damage to finish the Jace? The answer is hell yes. Kana running, trying to outplay him. But he's
lanes there. One of the teams to rotate him to side lanes very early on in the game. This one getting huge value out of the turret plates while they throw it away.
Bliss, good buffer.
Dragon stacking. You know, they don't want TL to have the ability to draw them to a Dragon Soul super early on. So they're actually going to give up, you know, some turret damage on top side. Impact is going to be able to get some.
While you pick the champion, he hasn't got to ult a single time.
And topside turret might go down here. Kana, he's
confident that he's up the spell. Kana breaking yet another tower. And while I thought Kana was important,
pushing on top side with his Tristana, trying to get that outer tower gold.
If they will able to grab that money, nice injection of gold. 2 items going to feel really good if he can race there quickly.
Teleport is available.
Awkward objective start. Yike caught out here. Umpty can now follow up. Should be pretty easy to take this Vi down. No one else is in the area. Flashes out, but still gets caught. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. TL now going to grab the objective.
Umpty casted his ult already, so it was there when Yike goes for his flash to get away after getting bumped back. Regardless, it all started with Impact finding the pick there, but that is massive because they didn't have to commit APA's teleport to make that dragon play. They got it.
Okay. I'm ready. Quite available. Very hard for them to fight for space. It looks like Team Liquid are just going to concede. Will give up.
Teleport from APA
feeds, but now KC want to keep things going because it's Vladdy waiting in the brush, and this time it was TL. Caught unawares, not ready for the play. Locket comes out. Umpty going to be able to walk away, but a pick on top of the feats of strength coming through as TL try to reclaim something bot.
It was interesting to watch because you could see both teams calling for plays in different areas, with KC making their play in mid. Nice successful kill onto Yon, and TL making the call to push bottom side, but now the tower, Riptail instantly takes out.
Engage where even if you do burst the target, then the follow-up damage is enough. Really nice done by KC, but now
he coming in. Too much things been caught out, but it's APA here to back him up and knock down Yike once again. Target is caught out as well, trying to get something, but it's Kana finally arriving in the fight. But again, the CC is too much. All of his gold does not matter if he cannot push a button.
Beefcakes, they just can't get through. There's
how long have you been waiting to say that? How long?
Well, since you started your point, obviously.
I can see onto that backline as they're actually the ones getting flanked here. Since TL want to use their GAs.
Impact blowing the horn. Targamas, the counter engage to try to get things kicked off. Already jumping to the backside is Yike, but he's getting torn down. The peel coming out just in time. The front line turning back to save their carry. 1 GA getting taken away. The false life off the board, 200 gold, but how many lives is it going to cost them? Kana tries to find the knockback. Decently tanky, living thus far. Gets out of range of the knockup crucially. Core still living, but Impact manages to take another. APA jumping, ready to reset.
He just revives. They're able to get the extra gold from the kills here on the side of Team Liquid. They're able to get the objective afterwards as well. Really, you know, well set up by this.
Preying on the expectations of KC when they thought they could catch Umpty, and just being so consistent on these setups. Again, another ulti to kick things off. Goes a bit wide, but they get what they came for, which is the tier 1
point. And the bait of Baron has been set up.
They're just baiting. Crucially, Barzal does miss. Yike has still been caught out. Initial ulti kicking things off. Yike already deleted now. It's connected on Kana as well. Kana about to get knocked up. Chain CC again. The strongest member on the map. All that gold he earned in lane amounts to nothing as TL pick off 2.
The Beefcake Bounce House Chronicler. I'm liking it. Give me 2 tickets.
TL just zoning them off, starting the objective. Don't need to
ults were
worry much
used.
about the steal, but don't want to risk getting poked out in the pit. Still a lot of power from the Aurora. Core JJ standing off to the side.
Impacts can turn.
15 seconds on Yike before we get active on the Rift, but APA and Yon here should be able to shred through this objective. Bliss still poking.
Targamas.
Again, Vladdy the one you need to watch. Vladdy and Targa, can they find the combo? Bliss slowly
Bliss
getting
too low.
poked away. 4K, they've got no business being here. They might try and flip it anyway. They go in on Yon, a clean flash out from Yon. A bit more poke coming through, but Vladdy just has to walk out. Baron going to fall for TL. There's just no other option for KC, and things are only getting worse.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that they can take home from that is like, oh, they got Yon's flash in that attempt. And that is very little. When you're staring down now a Baron buff, as well as the Dragon Soul. And
also, like, your Calist, you're safe. The Soul, the Cloud Soul, you're getting run down. The fight's now breaking out. They might have caught Core, but it's Umpty, the speedy Maokai on the backside as Yon finds yet another kill. Calist forced to run. KC so incredibly split. Again, desperation, the story for this team in the mid game as Yike is sent packing. They get Core, but it might just cost them everything to do it. 3 stacks there as Yike tries to get tricky.
Running.
Where's that little Vi?
But he does get spotted. I don't remember this from Arcane. What scene was
4
this?
levels down. Guys, this is
Tristana,
not
yep.
going to end well.
He might be able to escape. Tristan's still chasing. He might lose his base, but he might keep his life.
It's Cloud Soul Tristana, and he's still getting away.
The great escape. Yon is still going to knock down tier 2s. Tier 3 is also
He's
in
still
jeopardy.
going.
This is the biggest dub that Yike has gotten the whole game.
And that is
come on,
that is
man.
not Flame. He's actually right.
But it's
Wait, Umpty!
Another sidestep.
the juke!
Oh, wait, he's kind of clean with it, though. He's running. Good movement. Q, where's he going to go?
Oh, no, he's
Back into the jungle. Keep him going. Keep him going.
Let's go, Yike!
My
Action!
man refuses to get caught. But did he get hooked observers? None of this is just take it back. He's still alive. He's holding over to Core. Can he escape?
Get him, Yike!
It's the little victories for KC. Targamas might die, but will Yike live? Targa knocked up, going to die. Yike finally falls. Kana on his lonesome, but there's just nothing he can do. He's getting run down. Blasco there if he wants to try and escape, but the lockup is just too much. Yon, a double kill. 10, 1 and 2 on this lethality, Varus. This has been a slaughter.
Can I just highlight that arm guard buy? I love that. The man doesn't have flash, and we could see how aggressive he was playing at the beginning of this whole sequence of events, and it's because of that item. He just gets to walk up, know that by the time that wears off, the rest of the team will be there. And I think TL, this is basically how you want this exact game plan to pan out from start to finish.
Impact calls in the Oran Horn. Vladdy locked up, will flash out, still gets locked up by the ulti coming in from Yon, and he's just not tanky enough to survive. APA resetting, bounce housing all over the LEC in this game 1. Yike able to do nothing. Put on a good show in the escape, but could not find it anywhere else. Game 2 on the horizon, but it's TL drawing first blood in this age-old rivalry.
Force for him as well. The full tank reaction to the Vi pick and executed quite well for TL. Again, Umpty from the very beginning, focus on invading towards the bottom side of the map, constantly towards the bottom side of the map. When he finally made his visit
For something like a Renata here. Gonna be the... Okay, what?
This is a Core JJ favorite.
I could not be further off the mark, because if you look at the KC comp, it's going to be very straightforward. You're going to dive in.
They knew that Yike was also a top-down start, 100%. So both junglers and both teams very well aware, because KC got some very nice deep wards, as you could see, that were both on Krugs as well as Raptor.
No TP left for APA. Vladdy just going to full commit to the trade here. Will he flash and trying to go for... Oh, no, and he just...
Onto the Skarner, though, and I think they're also
Level
like...
6.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Ashe in mid lane, so like, there's no way, right? MF is on bot side.
Umpty doesn't want to overcommit.
Okay, so
happy to have 2.
Ashe already starting to walk back from mid towards bottom as Kalista pushes this last cannon in. So it is going to drop at least the cannon here as payment.
Back as the Warden lane does spot them out, spotting them walk away, spotting the recall as well. So does give a lot of freedom for Yon to just pick up that wave. Kana and Impact continuing to trade on the top side, but for the first time this game, it feels like with the wave bouncing back, Kana not quite as confident to step forward, but now...
Umpty is shadowing.
Shot.
They don't know.
The wall dive, the ulti, Umpty already here. Kana knocked back to the wall and ulti of his own. Interrupts, crucially, the public execution. Impact trying to Drake Hound step away. Umpty trying to fight in the 2v1. Impact, can he get involved? The Sundering Slam does not hit. That's big. Umpty running out of mana. Kana trying to keep it going. The hook shot, the wall dive, the TP in, but it might be too late now. It's Jake trying to cover. APA ready to fly over, ready to finish the kill if he can. the flash out from Yike. The feat of warfare claimed by KC, but Kana surely goes down here. Just the edge. APA's got nowhere to go. Goes in, the tack sweep, the stun. I don't think he's going to be able to finish it. Kana! And Yike!
Also having a great redemption moment after what was an incredibly rough first game.
And they go. Yike forced the all-will dash away, getting away from APA's ult as well. Now it's Core who's been caught out. Does use the E, the Aegis assault, but low blinking health bar. Yawn flashing, bit of a split in damage, but Vladdy is there in time.
We just saw in the last skirmish there, being able to avoid those two Team Liquid ultimates. Now, KC get to move in with priority.
Lock up there, Targamas.
He's got two members behind him.
Aftershock does get the flash out, trading
uses E, so doesn't really get anything out of it.
Ulti in, manages to connect. Q into the ulti on, nowhere to go, trying to get a bit more damage down, but Yike finding another one.
Lost his summoners. Otherwise, if he has at least cleanse, maybe he lives there. It just barely would have still been rough, but instead, KC, TL needed a good amount of time, which I think with the comp made sense, but KC is on the verge of just completely running them over because they can just keep forcing engages, right? Their engage potential is crazy. The prio that they have allows them to just take objective after objective.
So close. Targamas and Kalista, I think, benefiting from some of the topside successes. Now it's Vladdy in trouble. Arrow dashed away from clean from Vladdy. Push back as well. But now he's been locked up. Now he's been CC'd and surely there's no way out, but he might take one with him. Vladdy manages to find the 1-for-1, and that's the cue for Kana to go all in on the Impact. A few extra autos. Impact trying to dash out to safety. The fight continuing on the bot side is Targamas and Yike trying to finish off Umpty as well. An extra ulti, locking up Core. In comes Kalista from the side, strutting his way down to the bottom lane just in time to try and find the kill. The donation there, TL in the extended play, getting everything taken away.
The whole map, Dracos, the whole map. KC
I think
takes.
that Core JJ and Umpty try to push out the wave as well as the bad news is not done.
Caught out on the side lane, just cannot match the 1-for-1 DPS. Yike isn't even needed, but he's happy to steal the kill, but now it's going to be Core who's in trouble. Pushed away, already forced to use the Aegis assault. One more auto might lock him up. Sidestep comes in from Yawn, but now he's being pushed back in the mid lane. Fights on multiple fronts. KC, complete dominance here as Umpty tries to get something back. Ulti there, they will kill Targamas, but they lose a lot on the bottom side. Yike not done, wanting to finish the kill, and Yike the flash in! Manages to connect with the W as well, and now the tower's going to fall. Umpty can't do anything.
I do appreciate the commitment of both KC and TL to make this game go by very quickly. As APA gets caught inside, Core comes in, unable to really get anything. As we're not done! We're TPing!
Action-packed!
Vladdy running, level 13, how much more time? Impact, can he turn this one back? Enough CC, but there's just too much to lock Impact down. Don't think he's going to be able to get out. APA trying to catch Vladdy on the bot lane, but it's the fight in the mid lane. The lockup is there. Kalista on a killing spree. Ulti, the sky's descending! But Vladdy will still make the 1-for-1!
Again, the map is kind of in this state because they keep getting these individual plays.
And I imagine that maybe they thought that Vladdy was pathing top based on the way that Umpty E'd. APA just doesn't really have a lot of damage. That's the empowered ult as well, by the way. Right? Like that's not just any tool. That's going to take a long time to farm back up. And I think that TL also very well know he got a shutdown, so like that's technically a net positive. But when you start to talk about plays like that, I do think you kind of know the game is in a rough state. Level leads across the board here for KC. Gold lead, nigh insurmountable. And again, KC's comp skills extremely well, so it's not like they even had to get this lead.
Kana already has the two items, Spike, that we were talking about. So Kana is the target, actually.
Lockdown there, can he get the push shot wall dive? The chain CC not quite perfect as the ulti comes in, but the knockback to the wall could be enough. Tack sweep, a lot of sustain, but Kana still running. Should just fall here. They're going to try to donate the kill to APA. Give him a few more stacks. Kana really nowhere to go. The hook shot, the wall dive will fall to the tower, and the kill will be given over to Umpty.
Okay, in trade is going to be the Rift Herald on the other side.
Deployed in. Vladdy now chasing. Ulti there as well. Kliss coming in. Impact likely to fall. Might try to use Kliss as an escape route, but it's just not going to happen. Ruinous Atacon. I think the good news is
they can't get the mid one, but they can just rotate down towards APA and try and get that objective bounty on bottom side.
Okay, what's the good news, Dracos? I'm very, because I'm looking for angles, finding none. So I'm very curious.
This is the lots of flowers Otacon, not the fake GA Otacon. Which I think is a silver lining.
Okay, no, is that silver lining? Because this one has a lot of power.
They're gonna be up 2 levels now.
Flower
luxury Zanya's because he's so far ahead in terms of overall gold. Now can be even more aggressive on the playmaking, and clearly the call from KC is they want to end this game fast. Aggression on the top side, a little bit of lockup onto Impact, but happy to just grab this tier 2. Also have Grubs spawning in their favor, 4-2 the score there, and Kliss taking mid lane.
We're coming up on 10K.
I mean, TL need time, but they just do not have it. Ulti's going wide, maybe an opportunity for TL to try and punish. Ulti connecting on the top side from Yon, but Yon really can't get in range. This is not the lethality Varus. Ash needs time to dish out that damage. Sustained push still here. KC looking to close this one out fast. 22 minutes in, breaking open the base, cracking yet another tower. Baron not even up yet. Can TL punish? Find the overextend. No, the public execution going wide. That's disastrous for TL. Kana starting to back up. Yon starting to poke. Turn back in. Vladdy trying to make a play. Quick flashes out from the side of TL. Looking to punish Vladdy. Looking to get that shutdown. Vladdy going golden. That's the Zonya's gone. Impact locked up. The chain CC is there, but Kalist is untouched. Vladdy untouched. Trying to find the end to this game. KC biting back in game 2. TL left looking shell shock as the boys in blue strike back and bring us to match point.
And if they weren't as far behind, that might have been the Hail Mary play that extended the game, but they just didn't have the damage. Even though they found the back, Kana was...
Hands of Western ADs.
What's that grin?
Yeah,
there it is.
Exception.
Oh my God, we knew!
We've gone back in time! We've gone back in time! Zeri, Yuumi versus Lucian Nami. Good point though, Dracos.
Ever since we went to the one-item spike build where you basically use the calling bot, but PTA is going to give you a ton of extra damage in lane if you're able to proc it consistently. It does make sense that they want to try and play towards that, but that sustain of that Yuumi is a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah. Very frustrating. You already have the combat spell advantage for any Yuumi duo. Yon level 3 now alongside Core. Core burning through a lot of mana to make sure the health stays relatively close. Similar story for Targamas as now Kalist goes all in and First Blood is there! Outclassing the 2v2, the exhaust is here. Kalist finally a chance to fire back after 2 miserable laning phases, and he'll find it there. Core send packing the W, the Ultra Shock Laser.
Doesn't look like you're going to try and look for the steal.
Shock, okay. That hurts.
He has Smite available.
Have to smite that one. It feels bad,
have to smite that.
but you have to get the free, right? Like it gets you defeat. You are also trading a dragon, like you know that dragon is definitely going to be toast.
going in, Charm connects, manages to dodge away.
To go up the top side, but Umpty has already decided to seed it for TL, goes down to the other side, finishes up Krugs, go for his reset here, wait for the ultimate cooldown. Like you said, you know, highlighting that Nocturne ultimate being such a big part of trying to make a play, so they're going to wait for it.
Second objective for KC, neither side is claimed.
Yike coming down through mid lane, too, for the 4v4.
APA here, Vladdy dashing forward. Charm is going to connect. Are they going to overcommit? Waiting for them to get out of the minefield. APA going to find himself locked up very quickly, but now Umpty goes to the backside. It's going to be Vladdy who's in trouble, dashing back to his team. Yuumi coming in to try to seal the deal, but a bit more healing going back, and now it's Kalist who's going to flick back. A perfect flick going to keep things going. APA trying to finish the kill. Kalist getting lower and lower. He's not powerful enough yet. The flash forward, the exhaust. Targamas is just a little cat.
Mid wave and bottom wave, just when they need it. Team Liquid in the lane. Yike was up on top side, but Yike is now recalled, so there's not a lot of time for this to go off.
Mininar's a sleepy boy. He's not really going to have a good way to this one. Flashes now, trying to get a little bit tricky with it, but he goes all out. Umpty tanking the tower, but just a blinking health bar. Kana's still standing for a little bit too long. Third stack on the Hyper. Kana trying to run. Man.
That objective won right there by Yon. He chunks out Kalist, and then they're able to finish off a big chunk onto Yike as well, so they don't get any kills, but they do take enough health bars to earn themselves a Rift Herald, which is critical in pushing the timeline of this game
because of how much more capability you have of finding flanks, right? If you do get on top of the backline, as strong as that Zeri Yuumi combo is, it's going to be quite as scary, even though he will win both 1v1s pretty comfortably.
Kalist ulting, trying to clear the wave, does not want to concede mid lane tower. Yon hopping into the Herald to try and escape. Might look for the knock on Kalist. Well, at the very least, get the crash as the ulti comes out in the meantime. The split, his impact is now going for the 2v2. Yike caught out, isolated. Wall coming in, Yike will fall even as the dragon dies. As they needed to, and KC, while they do have that late game insurance option, too many picks going in the favor of TL. The play that they overforced on the bottom side of the river is what's making this game more difficult than it maybe initially had to be, is Yon stepping up with the culling. Yike there to body block a few bullets, but a lot of healing already coming out from that Yuumi.
Okay, Umpty trailing on bottom side as well. That Nocturne with the ultimate available.
Dash forward. Vladdy's trying to one-shot the wave, going away from tower, but loses vision just in time.
Keeping up the pressure here on multiple fronts for Team Liquid.
I don't think KC are ready for this Otacon. Yike. Excellent start for TL. KC feel like they're winning this, but now they realize they've lost the Otacon, and this was not the trade that they thought it was.
Flower power.
So much XP going over and adaptive force on top of it. Wow. 15-second timer on the Mega onto Crocs. Can just stop the backs, try to prevent him from going anywhere
Zeri,
else.
3 items, not quite there yet. TL,
Kind of mini
Still
too.
asleep,
looking for the
Minar.
fight.
Nice flick over the wall means Vladdy's chunk before the fight even starts, but AP is not in a great position. Might be forced to use his ult. Could come down to the 50-50. Yikes, now going in, trying to lock up the Lucian. Nice disengage coming in from Corp. Yikes is just about to get deleted. Yawn, now on a rampage. Instantly the backside, devastated. Kana going mega. Manages to lock two on the wall, but the interrupt, the unstoppable there. Now the exhaust going in. Kliss has to make the difference, has to take down Yawn, but he is not enough. Even with the cat mounted to his back, he manages to find one, tries to get another. Targamas demounted. TL taking everything.
But I want to see that third item. We need IE on Kalist.
Tidal wave over the wall. Yike potentially caught out, forcing an early ultimate. Flick back hits, but not the damage to come through. Impact trying to push Yike back to the team. Yike still holding on for a brief moment.
Or Kalist needs to go crazy, but he doesn't have IE just yet. That's such a big spike for the Zeri.
Half-finger used. APA not going to connect on the flick.
Are they going to
As long as he
commit?
has the minefield, it'll be big. 10K getting lower. They're not focusing their damage on the objective. It's going to take some time. Kliss starting to poke, starting to harass. The Baron doing a decent amount of damage back. They know no jungler's there. It's not a 50-50, but Vladdy goes in. Nice dash back. Coming through from Yawn. Clutch in the moment. 4K. They're getting lower, though. They can't afford to stick around with Kliss right on top of them. They need to burst down the champion. Huge shot from APA. Up immediately goes in. The exhaust. Out. Goes the Zeri. Yawn expected, but there's a window here for TL as they take this third Drake to maybe look for a pick, to maybe force a fight before those summoners are back up for target. Running out of ways to play the game. We talked about the one late game scaling option. It's starting to feel like their only option, but maybe APA has been caught out. Umpty coming in. Can they find the immediate solo kill? Crunch back out. Yawn's waiting over the wall. Kana likely to fall here. Weaver's wall coming out as well. Kana nowhere left to go. Tries to get the wall down, gets a bit of CC, gets a chunk, but there's no follow-up.
But there is just so little that he can do. Look at from how far the rest of the team is able to join here as he tries to go, even dodges the initial setup, right? APA's attempt at a flick, but it just doesn't matter.
I think he thought for a second before he sees the rest of the members that he could, because he could have jumped in with the crunch, he could have tried to throw two houses to finish the kill, but thought maybe he'd get away. Instead, walks away empty-handed as TL, once again, starting the objective.
This is gone.
There's nothing that KC can do for this one. It's too far gone. Yike will be just in time to see it stolen.
Collapse here.
Ultra Shock laser hits.
They're so fast.
Now the turn coming in.
Where's he
Umpty wants to
going?
start this fight. He thought he had the flank, but he was the one getting taken down. Yawn now legendary. Impact T being in just in time to eat the charm. Pathmaker not quite the right direction, but it just does not matter. That pick on top of the Baron is going to spell disaster. Kliss, the double kill. Instantly one-popped Yawn. 4 items. Makes the Zeri disappear.
It had been a while since I really just loved a Lucian Nami this much, Dracos. That's beautiful.
We kept talking about the IE for Kalist, thereby completely ignoring the fact that Giannis is finished. Fortunately, he was awake as he pops what I think was the one small sliver of hope that was there for
Vladdy
KC.
running. The scaling was not enough. Zeri, not enough. TL might have faltered in the first few minutes, but they put their foot on the gas and they never stopped in this game 3. Casey, one last desperate hold. TL don't want to get over eager. Yawn taking his time. Almost one popping Vladdy. He just does too much damage. Yike isolated once again. Umpty taking his time with the ult. They want KC to remember this moment. Kalist might be able to force a fight, but he cannot stop the Nexus from falling. TL take down KC.
Impressive stuff from Team Liquid here. They have received so much criticism this year, even from myself in particular.